A big old hunk of metal sitting on four wheels, sometimes black and other times brightly colored. We all think we know what a car is. They ferry us from point A to point B, but there are some cars out there that truly break the mold of what a car can be. Some of them are truly bonkers in absolutely brilliant ways. Let's discover the first part of the most unusual cars in the world. 8-wheeled Toyota sedan. When you imagine a car with 8 wheels, you imagine a long vehicle like a limo, or maybe even one with 2 wheels side by side on each corner of the car. What you probably didn't imagine was this car. This 8-wheeled sedan is a Toyota Vios limo, but unlike one you would have ever seen before. Most Toyotas like it are in use as taxis, but you wouldn't find all too many pedestrians keen to set foot in this vehicle. It has 2 wheels in the front, so everything looks normal, but then you set your attention on the back, and that's where the confusion sets in. There are 3 wheels on each side set in the shape of a pyramid. 2 tires are set on the ground and one is sitting on top of it. Gemma Ripa taxi owner Ronnie Ganawin owns the car, and the Grid Auto team undertook the modifications. Believe it or not, the car drives relatively normally at low speeds. The suspension functions as it should over bumps, and all wheels seem to function fine. However, turning is a different story. It has less control and minimal braking power. We don't see this car hitting the production line anytime soon. (1959) Cadillac Cyclone. If there's ever a car we'd want to see hit the production line, it would be the 1959 Cadillac Cyclone. This futuristic piece of automotive brilliance was the brainchild of General Motors Vice President Harley Earl. Harley wanted to create his dream car to mark the end of an era. Earl was known throughout his career as a man who had a gift with automotive artistry. His cars were long and low, and that's what brought him to the attention of GM in the first place. Therefore, it was of no surprise to anyone that the Cyclone would be something great, even if it didn't make it past the stage of a concept car. It was built on a 104-inch wheelbase chassis with all-wheel independent suspension. It had a rear-mounted automatic transaxle and a front-mounted 390 cubic inch engine. Strangely enough, the exhaust wasn't at the back. It was positioned ahead of the front wheels. The car also had twin nose cones on the front, which were also fitted with radar sensors as a collision avoidance system. The bubble-top canopy was a head-turner, and the silver paint job was designed for UV protection. As if the car wasn't already ahead of its time, it had sliding electric doors and an automatic opener for the canopy. Number 4. BMW Isetta. BMW was on the verge of bankruptcy in the mid-1950s. Motorcycle production was declining, and their high-end vehicles like the 503 and 507 were so expensive to produce that BMW was suffering losses on its models. Desperate to turn things around, BMW's absolute priority became finding a car capable of generating immediate profits. When BMW executives laid their eyes on the particular ISO Isetta, they couldn't believe what they saw. It was love at first sight. The Isetta was a small marvel, measuring barely 2.3 m in length and 1.4 m in width. Its unique oven-shaped design with bubble-shaped windows exuded an irresistible charm. But what really set it apart was its front. The entire front part of the car opened outward to allow entry. The steering wheel and dashboard pivoted with a single door, simplifying access to the single bench. The seat offered reasonable comfort for 2 occupants and perhaps a small child. Behind the seat was a spacious shelf with a spare wheel located underneath. In case of an accident, the driver and passenger had to escape through the canvas sunroof, an unusual but ingenious safety feature. In 1955, it became the first mass-market car in the world to achieve an impressive fuel consumption rate of only 3 liters per 100 kilometers. This breakthrough attracted worldwide attention, and the Isetta quickly became a success, becoming the world's best-selling single-cylinder car with more than 250,000 units sold. In terms of performance, the Isetta may not have been a speed demon, but it possessed a charm that transcended mere velocity. It took a leisurely 30 seconds to reach 50 km per hour from a standstill, and its top speed capped at around 75 km per hour. The Isetta wasn't there to set records. Its capability lay in its ease of navigating busy city streets, offering an affordable and fuel-efficient solution for city dwellers seeking mobility. Bloodhound. You won't find too many children who haven't raced their toy cars around the carpet of their homes, saying that they've got the fastest car in the world. Most of those kids will grow out of that fast car stage, but others don't. Those children then grow up to produce cars like the Bloodhound, a jet-powered car developed in 2008 to break the land speed record. The Bloodhound was a car that looked like a hybrid of a space rocket and a racing car. Thousands of dollars had been spent on developing it to go faster than the speed record of today of 763 miles per hour. However, in 2018, the entire scheme was about to fall over with no funding to take it any further. That was until Ian Warhurst, a Yorkshire businessman, stepped in with the financing to keep it going. Now the car's future is looking bright. Andy Green will be behind the wheel to attempt to break his own record, and they hope to travel at speeds of up to 1,000 miles per hour by this year or next. Renault Kwid with drone. If there's anything that raises a driver's blood pressure without fail, it's delays on the road. Gridlock traffic and accidents can ruin anyone's day, so Renault is trying to fix that problem. Sure, they can't fix the road network or stop people from having car accidents, but they can allow drivers to choose the best, most uncongested route. They plan to do this with a drone and car package. The Renault Kwid was a concept car back in 2014 and was unveiled at the Delhi Auto Show. It was the first ever to have an unmanned aerial vehicle, or drone, sold as part of the vehicle. The drone would be positioned in the car's roof and could be launched via a tablet. Otherwise, the driver could set GPS points for the drone to follow and match your car's driving speed. The drone could fly ahead, see what the road was like before you could see it, then allow you to choose the best route accordingly. You could even watch a replay of the footage, just like you were a part of Gran Turismo. Sea Lion. Have you got money to burn but no space up on your driveway for that luxury boat you've always wanted? Then don't worry, all you need is a Sea Lion. Why buy a boat and a car if you can have a vehicle that is a boat? The Sea Lion is a project that has been set up through Fantasy Ventures by M. Witt. The car has a price tag of $259,500 and it's being designed to travel both on water and land. But if that isn't adventurous enough, the car's creator also wants to make sure it's the world's fastest amphibian car. To do so, he's making sure it's crafted with only the best parts and workmanship money can buy. The body is TIG welded aluminum partnered with CNC milled parts, and it travels at speeds of around 180 miles per hour on land, and that's not with its final engine. It currently has a 174 horsepower Mazda 13B rotary engine, but it will eventually have a 300 to 600 horsepower Renesas RX-8 engine so that it can set the sea speed record. The finished Sea Lion will be able to travel at 45 miles per hour across the water, which is not exactly a snail's pace. Toyota FV2. People often form an emotional attachment to their vehicles. Still, that statement couldn't be any more accurate than with the Toyota FV2. This concept car is a small pod vehicle that you can drive sitting down or standing up. It connects to drivers on a physical and emotional level. You might be wondering how that works, and yes, it is a bit odd. The pod has one wheel in the front and two in the back, and the colors and patterns on the car's exterior reflect the mood of the driver. Strangely enough, this car also doesn't have a steering wheel. You shift your body weight around to move the car forward, backward, left, and right. With the help of image and voice recognition, the car will also collect data about the driver's mood to suggest driving routes. It'll even notice your skill and will offer driving techniques to suit. The car is so far advanced that it almost doesn't seem real, and it's not yet. It was unveiled as a concept at the Tokyo Motor Show in 2013, then again in 2016 at the Chicago Auto Show. There's still no news on when we'll be seeing this emotionally attuned vehicle on our city streets.